Hi guys. So today we're going to be talking about using our tally charts to make a graph. So we're going to make our own tally chart and then make it into a graph. So later this week you're going to get to do all of this on your own, but today I'm going to provide the tally chart for you. So take a look right here. This is a tally chart. Good. So this is actually, it has a label right here. What do you think this tally chart is about? It says shoes we wear. So with that being the title, I'm going to think, what do you think this information was? It's the type of shoes somebody wore somewhere. It doesn't tell us in class, so it could have been to the mall, shoes we wear to the park. Okay, so they took a group of people and they looked at what kind of shoes they had. So these are tennis shoes. Those are like slip-ons, and then sandals. So let's look at the tallies and decide which one had 5. The tennis shoes, right? What about the slip-ons? How many did they have? 3. And the sandals? 4. So we're going to take this tally chart and make a graph today. Okay? So I'm going to start with the tennis shoes. How many tennis shoes did it have? 1. Just the same way we've been doing. 2. Whoop. 3. 4. That's right? It was 4. Should I always double check and make sure? Absolutely. I have 4 and it actually was 5. So I need to add another one, don't I? Okay, so there we go. So now I have that bar graph done. Next, let's go to the slip-on shoes. How many slip-on shoes were there? 3. I am not going to change my color this time because I want y'all to see what it would look like if they were all the same color. Okay, so I'm going to make sure it's aligned. How many am I needing to put on there? 3. How do I know that? I matched this one with this one, right? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Now I can see that 3 is a lot less than 5 right here. Good. What about the sandals? How many sandals did they have? 4, right? So let's put 4 on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now look at my bar graph. Can you tell a difference in the information even though it's all the same color? Yeah. Could we have changed the colors in the bar graph to make it easier to read? Absolutely. So that's one trick that you can use when you make your graph, is to make sure that the bars are different colors so that people can easily get the information. Okay? So, looking at this, which shoe had the most? The tennis shoe. It's super easy to see. I don't even really have to think about it because it has the biggest bar graph, or the bar, right? Which one had the least? Ooh, remember that? Least, smallest. It was the slip-on shoes. How many did sandals have? 4. Now, on a good bar graph, or one that we'll probably be using, usually these boxes are numbered, but this one was so small it wasn't. Okay, so now we're going to go into your section today. So really, today is all about practicing making a tally chart and pulling it into a graph, because by Friday you're going to be doing this all on your own. Okay? So Mom and Dad, it's important that they try this on their own, and then you can step in and help if they're really struggling with it, so that by Friday when they have to do it on their own, they've got it down. So it says, how many letters do you see? Make a bar graph and show me. Uh-oh, somebody dropped all the letters. So we're going to kind of try to reorganize those letters a little bit. So looking here and here. So you're going to make your tally chart right out beside here. It's going to be a really small tally chart, so you're going to have to really use your eyes. The first thing we're going to do is count. It says A's are red. So there's two types of information here. I want all the A's to be red. So A, red. Do you see that? A, red. It's right there. So it's helping you color code this a little bit. So let's count how many A's we see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you see any more? Okay, then we're going to make that on our tally chart. We're literally going to just drag it over. 1, 2. Do you know what these little lines, those little red lines, help you make sure that they're straight? 3, 4. And then I'm going to go to my next one and set up the tally marks. And we're going to make our very own tally chart, just like what this looked like. Okay? So you're making a tally chart. Then you're going to take that information from the tally chart and make a graph. Don't try to do it the other way because you need to record your information first. Okay? If you need to mark these out over here in some way, that's okay too. If you have a pen, it'll write like your stylus, you can actually physically do that. When everybody gets their iPads, we'll start doing that a little bit more. So here's your slash, here are your regular pieces. Then after you set up your tally chart, you're going to actually physically set up your bar graph just the same way. But the colors are down at the bottom. You're just going to drag from the bottom. Okay? And set up your bar graph just like that. Okay? So today I'm really looking to see if your tallies, all the tallies that you get, match your bar graph. And if your tallies match your data. Okay? So you've got to collect data, you've got to sort the data, and then you've got to put it into a graph. Just like a scientist would, right? So that's what we're working on today. Okay? Gather, sort, make it into something that somebody could use and look at. All right, guys, it's your turn. This is in the My Documents section. Go there and set up your graph now. Bye, guys.